Next at 6, a cold case in Rock County may have a new lead after 2 decades.
That's new technology opening the door for investigators. A man died back in the mid-90s and still hasn't been identified. Rock County reporter Valina Jones shares there might be a crack in the case.
No name, no age, and no clear description of the man whose body was found 2 decades ago near a creek in the township of Bradford. But 20 years later, detectives think they may be one step closer.
This is one of the nuggets of this whole big puzzle.
John Doe's remains were found in November of 1995 by Turtle Creek. Yeager, who has been investigating the case for the past 8 years, estimates his body had been there a year and says varying sketches may have made it more difficult to identify the man.
There's not a lot of similarities between the two photographs.
With nothing found at the scene but a couple pieces of clothing, a pendant, and a single shoe, Detective Yeager hopes new technology will help give them more information.
Uses that weather data along with the historic weather data to come up with an estimate of the minimum amount of time that those skeletal remains would have had to been there to have decomposed.
When he decomposed, all of his tissue went into the ground. And by digging into the ground and obtaining, samples and whatnot, that we're hoping to get to some additional information from that.
Neighbors in the area say they might have seen the man fitting the description stumbling in the same creek where the body was found a year later. Throughout the years, the unknown man has been named Riverman. Those investigating the case believe the two men are one and the same.
The most perplexing thing about this case is that there doesn't seem to be anybody looking for this guy. You have to start wondering, what happens.
Smith says the coroner's office has performed 2 autopsies and eliminated more than 100 people who could potentially be John Doe. But investigators are still missing the biggest puzzle piece of all.
I got to believe that somebody out there is missing this John Doe person. And hopefully we can somehow find that right person.
Valina Jones reporting. Now, investigators are hoping that the new weather data that'll record the temperature and humidity from the area will be able to confirm that Riverman and John Doe are one and the same. That data will be collected by the coroner's office this weekend.